Martin Popoff from the Contrarians here. I've got Guns N' Roses on the brain these days. I should have my new book, Guns N' Roses at 40, in the next few days. I've been doing interviews for it. But yeah, this is, even long before I wrote a Guns N' Roses book, you know, strangers would stop me on the street constantly and ask me how many Guns N' Roses albums are there, right? It is a little complicated. I came up with the answer here. I'm probably going to confuse myself here as we go along, because my notes aren't that great. But here's the answer to how many Guns N' Roses albums there are. There are 10 answers, and they are going to be presented in reverse order to the most popular answer, the most sensible answer, put it that way. So number 10, about 20. We've got the Slash solo album. We've got a couple Slash the Snake Pit albums. We've got, I don't know, four-ish with Miles Kennedy, the Conspirators, that thing. Duff, certainly you want to include Believe in Me, and possibly a few other Duff projects. They can get a little punky and they can get a little out there. Adler's Appetite's good for a couple EPs, and Izzy Stradlin, we're talking 11 albums or so there. And some of them certainly feel like Guns N' Roses albums. And then we've got all the Guns N' Roses albums as well. So if you feel like this is one big family that makes a lot of records that sound like Guns N' Roses albums, I kind of do. People put down Guns N' Roses and say the catalog isn't that long, but there are a lot of side projects and they are very Guns N' Roses. They're very ambitious. If for the most part, some of them get a little indie, but let's go with about 20. Number 9, for how many Guns N' Roses albums are there? I've got 8. I've got Appetite for Destruction, GNR Lies, Use Your Illusion 1, Use Your Illusion 2, The Spaghetti Incident, Live Era 87 and 93, Greatest Hits, and Chinese Democracy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go. For number 8, I've got 1. There are a lot of people who want to put down Guns N' Roses and say they only made one good record, or they're touring Appetite for Destruction their whole lives. Their whole career is based on that one album. It was a massive, massive seller. People who want to dismiss Guns N' Roses as a great band will say one. They only had one record, is the way they'll put it. Number 7, I've got 6. So I've got Use Your Illusion, 1 and 2. 1 is 7609 long, 2 is 7555 long. I'm counting them as 3 albums. I always go back to the Van Halen days when they were turning in, 29, 30, 31-minute albums. Kiss albums can be short. Rush albums can even be kind of short. There's definitely lots and lots of music there. It's easily, you could call it 3 albums, even in the CD age, at 50 minutes a piece, 50 minutes plus. Plus, you got singles all over the place. Hard School, Perhaps the General, Sympathy for the Devil. Add that on to Chinese Democracy at 7108, and you've got a couple of albums there. Let's see. Shadow of Your Love, Absurd, stretches to 2, so that's 5, plus Appetite is 6. And this is no counting of Spaghetti Incident, which is a covers album, and no counting of GNR Lies, which is the EP, the original faux live EP, covers old songs, added on to acoustic songs. I never consider acoustic songs to be serious. Faux live is not serious either, and covers are not a serious thing for me either. Put it all together, you've got this weird GNR Lies thing that is 33 minutes and 29 seconds long. So it's a short album or an EP. So that one is always Quasi that is muddying the numbers there. So I hope that adds up to 6. Speaking of 6, number 6, the answer is 8. Use Your Illusion, 1 and 2 are like 3 albums. So we are talking Appetite for Destruction, GNR Lies, Use Your Illusion counted as 3 albums, The Spaghetti Incident, the live album in here, Live Era 8793, because people often, in these ranking things, sometimes rookies will include live albums in these situations, or people will say, oh, the greatest album they ever did was a live album, which I'm not saying that about Guns N' Roses, but people say that about other bands. You know, I've heard that about Judas Priest, Unleashed in the East, Kiss Alive. Um, and so when you say that, it makes it sound like an album, but it's not. It's a live album. It doesn't count. Um, let's see. That included in Chinese Democracy. So our sixth rank answer is 8. Our fifth ranked answer is 3. Uh, and this is a bonus. You get a bonus here because there's 2 versions of 3. You get Appetite for Destruction, Use Your Illusion 1 and 2. And so that's 3 because a lot of people will not count Chinese Democracy. They grudgingly, cross their arms and say it's an Axl solo album. It doesn't count as a Guns N' Roses album. How dare they call that a Guns N' Roses album, right? And the other answer is Appetite for Destruction and Chinese Democracy. And you consider Use Your Illusion 1 and 2 as a double album. They came out at the same time. They got the same title, sort of. So it's a double album. So Appetite, a double album, and Chinese Democracy. Number 4, the answer is 7. Appetite for Destruction, GNR Lies, Use Your Illusion 1 and 2, Spaghetti Incident, Live Era, 87-93. And Chinese Democracy. So no greatest hits in here because that's all the same songs over again, but we are including the live album. Number 3, the third ranked answer for how many Guns N' Roses albums are there is 6. We've got Appetite for Destruction, GNR Lies, Use Your Illusion 1, 2. That's 4, Spaghetti Incident, and Chinese Democracy. You know, a covers album, you look at Wiki, a covers album, even though as long as it's a studio album and it's a full-length album, is considered a studio album. I've never liked that idea. I grudgingly include that. To me, the most important thing about a band is writing songs. So covers albums are dead to me, basically. Number 2, the second best answer for how many Guns N' Roses albums are there is 5. Appetite for Destruction, Use Your Illusion 1, Use Your Illusion 2, The Spaghetti Incident, and Chinese Democracy. Every single one of those is a studio album. No fooling around with GNR Lies. No fooling around with the live album. No overlapping with greatest hits. It's basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bona fide. Absolutely, you can't deny it. They are studio albums. One of them is a covers album. One of them is Axl and a bunch of guys. And there's the 3 clear-cut albums as well. And number 1, the actual answer for how many Guns N' Roses albums there are, is 4. Appetite for Destruction, Use Your Illusion 1, Use Your Illusion 2, and Chinese Democracy. Chinese Democracy counts. I like Chinese Democracy. I think it's a really cool album. Axl is a great artist. He loves art. He loves the muse. He loves creativity. And he worked super, super hard on this. He turned in a long, ambitious album. It absolutely counts as a Guns N' Roses album. You know, the other reason it counts as a Guns N' Roses album, because that band, in various configurations, whatever, toured that album, and they still play songs from it. So yeah, it's absolutely a bona fide Guns N' Roses album, and there's no reason to smoosh together Use Your Illusion 1 or 2. They are absolutely a full-length album, both of them absolutely super ambitious. And we have not mentioned this before, but Appetite for Destruction is a really long studio album to go on one record. People kind of forget how long that album is. So you start adding all this up, and there's that's another way of looking at this exercise. If you want to talk about the vinyl age, well, that's not really fair because so much Guns N' Roses is they really have one vinyl age album, and that's the debut. Everything else is a CD age album, so it's unfair to compare it to vinyl. There's album lengths are random, but we know CDs are 40% more on average than a vinyl. So that's not fair. But I do want to at least end with this thought that our number 1 answer at 4, every single one of these 4 albums is a really long album. So there you go. Those are the top 10 answers for how many Guns N' Roses albums there are. Please like and subscribe if you like this exercise. I hope I didn't confuse myself and miscount somewhere. And like I say, Guns N' Roses at 40, hardcover, full color throughout book, looking at 40 Guns N' Roses career highlights. It's at my site already with PayPal buttons and all that. So you can go to martinpopoff.com. My new Maiden book is out as well. You can check out my History in 5 Songs with Martin Popoff audio podcast. We've got all sorts of different series we've been doing here. The Reliving Old Reviews, Useless Tool of Confusion. We've got Who Invented Heavy Metal. From the trio of us here, someone else has another YouTube channel. That's Grant. Grant Arthur has Grant's Rock Warehouse. So check that out as well. And there you go. Join our Patreon, all that good stuff. Okay, that's enough. Go listen to some Guns N' Roses.